Oh, I didn't change the thing on. You know what? No, it's still accurate. I still hate clocks.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, last stream. Stream was an off stream. That was nice though.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. What the fuck did happen last stream? I was also out of it. Everyone. It was off. It was great.
Let's see.
Ah.
I blame the
But hey, Wise, Realism, Marrow.
Welcome everyone. Yeah, what happened last stream? Yeah, yeah, there's a Reen scene where Shiro cooked something and it tasted really bad. Yes,
Right,
drugs.
the
Reen took
fucking
drugs.
the medicine. Right, Reen, who learned how to take the fucking immunosuppressants through tears.
Mm-hmm. Tosaka. There's another scene too. I can't remember the other scene.
That's fun. Only watch what you find entertaining.
What was the other scene?
Yeah, Archer in the ghost house.
Oh yes, Archer in the ghost house. No, that was actually a great scene. That and my headset died. Wonderful. The ghost mansion. I thought that was gonna be actual plot for a second. I mean, it kind of was.
It's never plot during the daytime.
Never die during the day. Yes, he should get started soon.
Oof.
Yep, that's a mood.
Okay. Yeah,
Allergies
yeah.
are
Oh, I'm
not
definitely
fun.
like got some kind of like fucking I assume it's like I almost get migraines just without the pain for the most part, which is a nice thing to lose, I guess, but I also get all the like disorientation and whatnot as side effects.
Yeah, same why. So it's like, oh. I thought it was something like that. But yeah, no, it's like yep.
Well, at least that's years ago.
Exactly. Started soon. Oh wait.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
I had this up and I forgot.
And
You
I
left
need the
off in
stream.
front of Reens? You do? Is that a
And then
bonus?
yeah, let's jump into things because yeah, we got a semi-late start, but we can get back on
We
track.
did. Alright. Yes, I think we did leave off in front of Reens. No, we're not. We're not. I almost hit
Hey,
start again.
finally hit the start again.
Oh, you'll see the wide Caren. You'll see the wide Caren. It
Well,
definitely wasn't before the stream started. Oh yeah, the
well,
bath
we got a
scene, and we're
choice.
just gonna.
It's not a technically not censorship requiring apparently. As I think we've known that it isn't actually like CG based for a while.
The scene here.
Yeah.
So this one is safe.
Terms of service wise.
Hmm.
That's all I know.
Chat, what do you think about this bath scene?
You're delaying.
I am, maybe. Updates right before the
Day
Medusa reveal.
14.
Oh, that's all right. We'll do it. Perhaps I should bring up the priest again.
Well, let's do the new option.
All right, done. Oh, she was singing.
Okay, day 14.
I'm getting like classic anime cliches vibes from this. Maybe.
Is that
Got spread.
no.
I've got spare time on my hands, so I'm using it to breeze through some preparations for breakfast tomorrow.
Emiya-kun, ちょっと来て。
Hey, Emiya-kun, come here for a minute. Oh, it looks like Tosaku's calling me.
瓶が上がりましたね。それでは、私が先にお風呂を使わせてもらいます。
It just occurred to me you haven't talked to Saber in forever.
We haven't.
Veen has just gotten out. I'll be using the bath now if that's alright.
ライダーも先に使って。私は課題仕上げなくちゃいけないから。
Homework, that is not a good word. You should go ahead too, Ryder. I still need to finish my homework, so I'll go later.
しかし、さくらの方が。
But Sakura, you should still... They continue on like that as I head into the hallway. Since I'll be the last, should I turn down the gas before my turn? I'll get dizzy from the accumulated steam after the girls have gone if I don't. Well, putting that aside for now.
ああ、なんだよ、遠坂って。
What is it, Tosaka? Huh?
Yep, this is happening, isn't it? She's already gone to her room. Normally you'd stay put after calling someone out. Oh well.
風呂上がりに何か持っていけば
Oh,
いいか
this is
な。
not gonna go well.
Maybe I should bring her a drink since she just got out of the bath.
If I suddenly brought her a can of beer, she'd probably just hit me while going on about trying to make her fat or something. She's the opposite of Fujine, who always needs a drink after a bath.
どこがいいのかね。喉越しかな。
Would be good then. A snack, maybe?
While mumbling these things to myself, I head towards Tosaka's
遠
room.
坂、入るぞ。
I'm coming in, Tosaka.
お、来た来た。入っていいわよ。
Oh, there you are. Come in. Tosaka's voice sounds unusually tearful. And yet, perhaps there's some kind of law of equivalent exchange that makes me become anxious whenever Tosaka seems to be in high spirits.
遠坂、どんな用向きだ？
Tosaka, did you need something?
Okay, we're safe. No need for the priest.
そんな警戒しなくてもいいわよ。取って食うわけじゃないんだから。
You don't have to be so on guard. I won't bite. I wonder if I'm overthinking this. But then again, Tosaka smells so nice. Fresh out of the bath. With just the two of us in the room at night, of course I'll be nervous.
さて、呼んだのは他でもないわ、エミヤくん。
Well then, as for why I called you here, Emiya-kun.
こんなこと、あなたじゃないと頼めないし。
This is something I can only ask of you. Tosaka's words were highly suggestive. I'm a nervous wreck, having no idea what she's thinking or intends to.
肩もんで
Rub my shoulders.
はい。
It's a massage.
Come again?
She wants a massage.
だから肩。風呂上がりに揉まれると効くのよね。
Like I said, my shoulders. A massage right out of the bath would be really effective. Look at the cheek.
Yep.
And with just like that, my sweet expectations were blown away with one swift strike. As though Tosaka had struck it like a ball at the batting cages, sending it flying beautifully into the nets.
ほら、こういうことはエミヤくんにしか頼めないじゃない。セイバーやサクラには気が引けるし、ライダーだと私の鎖骨粉砕しかねないし。
Come on, you're the only one I can really ask for something like this. It'd be awkward with Saber or Sakura. And Ryder might crush my collarbone.
確かに、俺じゃないと頼めないよな。
I know the glass shattering
納
noise is
得、納
perfect.
得。
Okay, I get it. I probably am the only one you could ask.
I completely understand, but it's still really depressing. Tosaka's shoulders seem to be bothering her after a bath, and there isn't anyone else suitable to ask. Yeah. Archer just sneezing in the distance. Oh, he's busy fishing with Lancer. Well, it's not like there aren't some servants that might be good at something like this, but taking a step back.
遠坂、肩凝るのか？
Oh yeah, it is nighttime. That's true.
Oh yeah.
I forgot.
Tosaka, are your shoulders stiff?
Nah, Angler is his class. He just needs to always be fishing. Yes.
そうね。やっぱり血圧高くないから血行が悪くてね。いろいろ凝りやすい体質なのよね。
Yeah, I guess I have bad circulation because of my low blood pressure, so they get stiff easily.
肩凝るほど大きなものをぶら下げてないのに。
So stiff shoulders aren't all about the size of those things, huh? There's
The
the
glass
anime trope.
shattering noise. Yep, there it is. I've heard people talk about that, but I wonder how true it is. That's in a domain men could only imagine, but someone like Sakura might know the truth of the matter. There it is. The anime
何か言ったエミヤくん。
Did you say something, Emiya-kun?
いや、さくらは凝りそうだけど、遠坂はどうなんだろうかなんて考えてもない。
No, I mean, I definitely wasn't comparing your tendency to get sore shoulders to Sakura's. It never even crossed my mind.
Yeah, I love the grayed out sprites as well. I think they did that back in
Yeah.
Stay Night even.
そう。じゃあ今のは聞かなかったことにしておくわ。
Yeah.
I think during Brave Leader Hungry Heart, maybe? That was a good scene. I'll see. I'll just ignore the previous comment then. I narrowly avoided stepping in it big time. But because of that, I have no chance of getting out of this massage.
エミヤくんって得意そうよね、こういうの。
You're good at things like this, right, Emiya-kun?
自慢じゃないけど、 藤根相手に仕込まれてきたからな。ちょっと自信はあるぞ。
Not to brag, but I have some confidence from practicing on Fujine.
藤村先生なら四郎にさせてそうよね。羨ましい。
If Fujimura Sensei really lets you do that, I'm a bit jealous.
そうか？
Is that so?
そうじゃない。そういうことを気軽に頼める相手がいるっていうのはいいものよ。
Not like that. It's just nice to have someone you can so easily rely on for these sorts of things.
なのかな。藤根に肩を揉まれたことは、いや、なくもなかったが。
I wonder. I never had a shoulder rub from Fujine. Well, it's not that she hasn't given me one, but...
Fujine was like, come on, Shiro, you're already so stiff, aren't you? And just started.
そう言われてなぜか生体の実験になり、最終的にはサブミッションの新技開発大会に。
That's right. It somehow became some sort of chiropractic experiment, ultimately ending with the development of a new submission hold.
訂正。
Yeah, that
あんま
sounds
り
like
羨ましくないわ
Fujine.
ね、それは。
I stand corrected. I suppose there's not much to be jealous about. I have a feeling I'm just exposed the true idiotic relationship between me and Fujine to Tosaka again. I think to myself, wow, how could Fujine, despite being a bit older than me, seriously turn that into wrestling practice? No, we're not having an existential crisis about Fujine's age again.
関節技や生体の真似事はいいから、普通に肩もみでお願いするわ。
You don't have to try any wrestling or chiropractic moves. Just give me a normal massage.
おだちんくれとは言わないから、安心して揉まれてくれ。じゃあ、登坂。
Just relax and leave it to me. I won't even ask for a tip. Okay then, Tosaka.
I stand behind Tosaka and reach out for her shoulders. But as I get close, the scent of her hair.
シロ、何かおかしいことがあるの？
Shiro, is something wrong?
なんでもない。ちょっと緊張してるだけだ。初めてだからな。
It's nothing, just a little nervous. This being the first time and all.
That isn't the real reason I'm nervous. The thought of Tosaka, with her slender neck and shoulders, unconsciously making girlish moans. Calm down. It's just a shoulder rub, a massage. There's no further meaning to it.
変なところ触ったら殺すからね。
If you touch any weird places, I'll kill you.
そこがガチガチに凝っててもか？
Even if that place is really stiff.
Shiro!
バカ。
Dumb me. That baka though. Saying that really calmed me down. Gripping her shoulders, I use my fingertips to search her the stiffness in her muscles. Huh?
お客さん凝ってます
Green
ね。
would be stiff.
Madam is quite stiff.
わかる？やっぱりほら、私ってできる女だから。
I know, it's probably because I'm, a hard-working girl.
いろいろ苦労してるんでしょうね。
You probably have your share of troubles.
出来の悪い弟子のことを心配したりとかね。
I have things like an incapable student to worry about after all. So basically, it's my fault. Meaning, giving this massage is like a way to make up for my incompetence?
冗談よ。本当にシローのことで肩が凝ったら、今頃うっ血死してるわよ。
I'm kidding. If you're all it took to make my shoulders stiff, my blood pressure would have killed me by now.
手ひどいな、それは。じゃあ、
That's so mean.
少しはまともになれば、こんなに肩こりはしないのか？
That's harsh. Well then, if I were a bit more capable, would your shoulders not get as stiff?
She moans as my hands move. Oh no, this wording. As I massage below her collarbone, Tosaka lets out a light sound of pleasure.
さて、どうでしょう。
Well, who knows?
でもいいわね。肩揉んでもらうのって。あんまり揉んでもらったことないから、私。
But it's nice to get your shoulders rubbed, especially since I don't get massages that often.
だよな。
Yeah.
Tosaka's been living alone for a long time, and there's not really anyone at school she could ask. Probably not even Mitsuzuri. A massage from Kire would be a bad idea for anyone.
なかなか安心して他人に背中を預けられなくてね。
Oh, she's trying to what?
Gain your trust.
I guess. Otherwise, you probably just find all the pressure points and push on them really hard. Or do it in such a way where it just hurts you more. It's not easy
A way
to leave
where
your
it
back.
relieves
Hmm?
a way where it relieves all of your pain for the day, but then it comes back doubly worse the next.
Yep, that sounds like Kire. It's not easy to leave your back open to another person and be able to relax.
疑心暗鬼が基本姿勢の因果な家業じゃない？私たちって。肩揉んでもらうなんて危なっかしくて。
Being constantly suspicious is the standard attitude in our trade, don't you think? Even getting a shoulder rub is a risk.
おまけに、遠坂の学校の
Oh,
猫かぶ
especially
り
during
もあ
the
るだ
Holy
ろ？
Girl War.
On top of that, you even have your image to keep up at school.
ちょっと肩揉んでくださらないかしらなんて他の人には言えないよな。
It's no wonder you can't ask other people for a quick shoulder rub.
今でも私のことをそう見てるんだ、エミヤくん。
It seems you've been watching me, Emiya-kun.
いや、俺はともかく首をゴキゴキやってたら下級生が幻滅して悲しむからやめといた方がいい。
Leaving me aside, your juniors would become disillusioned if they saw you like this. So you probably shouldn't let your guard down.
I apply more pressure upwards from the nape of her neck. Yeah, no, I've never heard of that. Maybe it's a thing? I don't know. Is it?
From what I understand, it's like a thing for some people, and it's kind of just one of those things where like you're either a massage person or you're not, and both sides just.
I'm definitely not a massage person. It's always like super painful. It really is stiff.
Yeah.
Enough to make me consider buying bathing products to help deal with stiff shoulders from now on.
上出来上出来。
Well done, well done.
これだけでもちょっとシローがいてくれてありがたいなって思ってるのよ。
She looks so happy. even just this makes me kind of happy you're here, you know?
よし、それなら今晩は徹底的に遠坂を揉み倒す。
Alright. If that's the case, I will thoroughly defeat you through the art of massage.
Oh, you can put the priest away. I think the scene is safe and cute.
シロ、そんなにしたら。あ
Okay, we don't know how bad it's gonna get. Huh? If you do it like that, saying that, I immerse myself into Tosaka's massage. Oh no! Her voice is fairly sensual. I guess this isn't so bad.
あ、そこ。極楽極楽。
I was gonna say Takeuchi, but this is all in Nasu.
Or whoever's writing the scene.
Wait, I thought Nasu did all the H scenes.
That was a funny joke.
Oh, wait, what? Wait, which joke? The lewdness of the voice acting?
No, you referencing the H scenes to state that this is written by Naso.
Oh, yeah, because I remember the original ones there. Right there.
Implying
Amazing.
that this is anything.
Hmm?
Anything close to
だが
an
この
H scene.
程度
Oh,
準
yeah,
備運動にも及ばぬと
it's
知
not.
れ。本番
not.
はここからだぞ遠坂。
It's just a bad
Um,
scene. No, this is actually not bad. I don't need to pull the priest out for this. Oh, because Nasu's not good at writing notes.
this isn't even much of a warm-up. The real thing starts now, Tosaka.
まだするの？
Still going? Her cheeks are filled with the two words. With pleasure, relaxation reverberate through the frame. Like this, her shoulder massage goes on late into the nights. However, my hands will never hold any. Have become sore. His hands will never hold anything. That was the short scene. Sakura in writer's
Okay.
room, Saber in the storehouse. We have to go
Remember,
to school
don't
today.
click on outskirts unless
Yeah.
we're going there.
Oh yes, Temple. Kuzuki.
Soichiro.
Soichiro. Oh, Akita. She's never gonna go to the station. Wait, where's Elia? Oh, in outskirts.
Yeah.
Sure,
I'm not
you
saying
haven't
that
been
we
in a
don't go
while.
there. I'm just saying don't like idly click there like I should check what's there.
Yeah, but
Oh,
we haven't
whoops,
been
we're
there in
there.
a while.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna be forced
Oh,
to
yeah,
go,
yeah,
right?
School. Nope.
Alright, go. Sure, yes. And Sella, like actual Sella, not Sella.
Yep.
I almost want to click on the Sella scene, but yeah, let's check the castle. We haven't been there in like a month.
Several streams, yeah.
There's Elia, and then that's some more quizzes. Oh, let's do Salon, Elia.
Yeah.
I want to hear the truth from her. Oh, is this? Oh, is this plot? In a place like this, nobody will interfere. Even waves of the reopened Holy Grail War will not reach this castle. It's either plot or really
We
bad.
have to get we have to get to Ilia's castle so we can question her about this restarted Holy Grail War. Gets there. Okay, time for cool dates and maid shenanigans.
Oh yeah. Ilia is nowhere in sight. Somehow I get the feeling that she's waiting at the courtyard. Should I call out to her or should I go there? Talk about.
あれこんにちは、シロ。今日はどうしたの？
Oh, why, good afternoon, Shiro. What brings you here today?
遊んでくれるって約束はしてなかったはずだけど。
Oh, is this a really big scene? Oh yeah,
Well,
what
it
should I
gave you an
talk about?
option, so there'll be more options later.
Oh yeah, it's when we have to come back to. Yeah. Like going to the church.
Yep.
I don't remember you promising you'd come play with me today. Before I had a chance to call for her. Ilia's already appeared in the salon. Her timing is so good, it's almost as if she read my mind.
ああ、約束はないんだけど、話がしたくなったんだ。
Oh.
Alright, there's a sword. That's right, I didn't. But I do have something I wanted to talk to you about.
イリア、隠し事はなしで教えてほしいんだが。
There's something I want you to tell me, Ilia, and don't leave anything out.
Is this about her? I get to the point straight away. All my hesitation appears once I make this decision. Resolving myself, I look straight at Ilia and
教えてほしいんだけど。
tell you what.
あれ、なんだ
He forgot! He forgot! Sure.
What was it?
My mouth keeps
Almost
wide.
like right
I forgot what.
right
I was
when
going to
we're
ask.
starting to question something.
Uh-huh.
Some contrivance prevents
Yeah,
us.
exactly. It's hollow Ataraxia. No. I didn't know what I wanted to ask from the start.
おかしいな。何かイリアと真面目な話をしなくちゃいけない気がしてたんだけど。
You're strong for this. You're forgetful from the start, Shiro.
That's strange. I feel like I needed to discuss something important with you.
I didn't know what to ask, but I already knew that.
気がしてたけど忘れちゃったのね。
What does Elia remember is the question. Something important that you've forgotten, right?
大丈夫。それならいつか思いつくわ。
No? Don't worry, it'll come to you at some point.
忘れ物はある日ひょっこり思い出すものだもの。
Things you've forgotten always pop into your head suddenly one day.
そうかな。悪
Oh,
い。次はちゃんと思い出す。
He does, doesn't
perhaps
she?
you're right. Sorry, next time I'll remember for sure.
Of course she'd be the one to see through it, too. Her smile encourages me, causing my strange sense of unease to vanish.
ねえシロ、
Hey, Shiro?
その様子じゃ午後の予定はないんでしょ？
In that case, you don't have any plans for this afternoon, right?
ならお茶にしましょう。待ってて、すぐセラに準備させるから。
In that case, let's have tea. Wait a moment, I'll have Stella prepare some.
まあ、お茶を飲むのも話をするのも一緒か。
Well, drinking
Mhm.
tea and talking are basically the same thing.
The lack of music. Wow. Wait, what? Why did I get pinged on Discord? It better not be Mothman. It is Mothman,
It's
isn't it?
Mothman.
Katie, why did you hit it? I think Mothman has been mentioned every single stream on Tuesday. Still not entirely satisfied with that. I sit in a chair. It's still early, but since we're in such a beautiful lounge. Just like Yelia said, drinking tea in the afternoon isn't so bad at all. What?
No?
Alright. Ooh, new. Oh wait, no, is that just more questions or skip? Okay. Do you skip this or
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh!
okay.
Quietly go to sleep.
Exit, restart. Quietly die. Alright, so I'm dying right now. There's the bridge, but then there's also the church. Yes, let's go to the church.
Fate Bridge Church?
Let's go to the church.
Alright.
No signs of people in the plaza. I noticed a little about Caren, but I already love her so much. The house of God stands
excited for the
quiet.
new
No
character.
visitors in sight. She's the most mysterious here so far. This place stands far away from the world. Further still from heaven. A place of confession for the lost. A girl unknown to me is waiting at the church. Whether it's the first time or the last, it has no meaning here. She is something that never existed to begin with. She is everywhere and nowhere. Just like him, Ongra, or Kire. The flow of time is irrelevant here. If I'm not mistaken, I'm visiting this place for the... YOROKOBEEEE? Huh? Wide Kire.
Oh yeah, because that part is the part that plays every time we visit the church.
Oh wait,
But yeah.
yeah, that's true. Also,
Oh yeah, and I
the
take over.
Saver, oh yeah, you take over because it's Ankara. Wait, this living room saver scene needs to be wide Kire slash Karen? Does that mean what I think it means?
Well, we can aim for that one next loop.
Yes, I suppose so. We have so many loops. I start walking towards the church. Of course, I don't really have any business here. I got all the information I needed last time. It's obvious that this woman is still hiding something from me. But I don't think she'll tell me anything more than she did last time. Oh, is it there?
Wait, is it?
Oh, it's so quiet, but it's there.
It is. Oh,
It's
shit.
so quiet. I had to turn it so far up. Yeah, made it just in time for Caren. Oh, I can barely hear it,
Indeed.
but it's there. Her help isn't needed to resolve this incident.
ほんと、何の用もないんだけどな。
Yeah, let's
Really?
sit out the
They have no
church.
business here. What?
I placed my hand on the door while grumbling. There are both good premonitions and bad ones. What?
The narration, also combined with the fact that my
Oh,
dog
yes.
is constantly
Oh, can we hear?
since
When-
I'm watching him right now.
The second you switch off RTX voice, he's just gonna stop, right?
Oh, obviously, but since he's whining at me, I will just let him out into the empty house. All right.
Oh, yes, you're Angra. I forgot. Go, Angra.
Okay, there. Now you're barking.
Oh, now we hear her. Hey, Regs.
Back up. Back up. Back up. Now go.
Papa. There's a very good one for me. Angra, hello.
He is a good doggo.
What a good papa.
Without a doubt, this sudden urge to come here isn't going to be a good one for me.
That is a lot more Angra. And there's the...
The
Oh, they
hymn
muffled it
continues.
early. Oh, they muffled it.
Yeah.
Angra? Did you
My brain
forget?
reset. I take a seat and wait for the end of a long reminiscence.
I love this song so much. Oh, I thought I meant you for a second. The closed garden, the overlapping fingers, the dissonant noise. Old bitter dreams
Discordant.
and weak malice. Discordant.
It's a
Oh, speaking of
story
dissonant
from not long
whispers.
ago.
Also, Discord is ruined because of the application.
The priest that was here 6 months ago would rend open the hearts of people with his words and actions.
That is something he enjoyed doing very much.
His methods were indirect and coercive. He would seize an opening to trample upon their deep wounds. That woman is the same as the priest.
Same as the priest? Okay, what the hell was I missing last time? Is this thing out the way the stops are
No.
I give up for now.
Her methods differ, and his music deprives people of their affections as well.
All I can say is those are some wide keys.
It's somehow unsettling. This is most likely an incredible performance, and I can't bring myself to embrace it.
Why not Angra? Alone in the untrodden land, continuing the breeze. This place is far away, deeper than everything. Damn it.
An empty sky. It says, rest your mind and let yourself stop moving forward. It says take a break. If you're tired, you should rest your wings here.
I don't know if we saw this specific one. I don't think we did, actually. Look at her. Her hair really does actually look like greens.
Similar consistency. That's not the right word.
Like green with her hair down. Like it's the same amount of wavy.
That kind of talk is irresponsible.
Yes, suffering.
Telling someone
apathy.
to rest when they don't have the power to stand in the first place is like telling them to end it altogether. You must not stop. You must not seek rest. Once you've started, you must fill the cup to the brim.
Ataraxia. Also, this narration is so abundantly decorated. Continue to on the circles. Oh god, this is fast. I'm just not gonna read these. Of course, that one stays on screen longer.
Her performance was over before I knew it. I breathe a sigh of relief once I no longer have to listen to that unbearable piece. And
Look at her.
before I knew it, that woman was standing right in front of me.
Look at her. Yeah, no. I should tell everyone about your share of Open Legends build that you did with the willpower. Shiro doesn't stop. Shiro keeps going.
You know, I mean, there's no stat sheet in which Shiro doesn't just have maxed out willpower.
He just keeps going.
いや、お疲れ。いい曲だったな。
Hey, nicely done. It was a good piece.
Even if it's impossible, Shiro keeps going. I lift my head and without standing, begin to applaud.
それはどうも。あなたは音楽に関心が？
What? Thank you. You have an interest in music? No, I'd love to
ついさっ
cosplay
き
her
で
at
きた
some
ところ。
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of Shiro-like this time. It was more Ongar-like earlier. It kind of bounces back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah, I got into it recently.
調べたなら知ってるだろうけど、割と無趣味なんだよ、俺。真面目にオルガンを聴いたの
Yes, music,
は
Shiro.
あんたと知り合ってからか。
I want him to learn how to play Emiya.
If you investigated me, you probably know this already, but I actually don't have a lot of hobbies. I only really started listening to organ music after I met you.
Yeah, kind of same. After Kira and playing Devil May Cry 1.
なんだ。つまりそれぐらいあんたの演奏はお上手だったってこと。
Where do I put this? I guess it just goes to show how well you play.
She does play well. Apparently my blatant flattery paid off. Oh. It is still kind of sheer like, I guess.
Apparently. Yeah, it is. If you read a line, you can read it.
How about we just, like, if I accidentally read one, then we'll just take that as canon.
Well, also, if your voice is doing fine, there's no reason you can't just keep reading it.
Yeah, my only concern is I am the priest here.
Then just keep reading them, and I'll take it if you need it.
Alright, apparently my blatant flattery paid off, as Caren nods, satisfied. Okay, Wise, what do you have for us? Click. Click.
Yeah. Oh, saw that.
Oh my god! That is amazing! Oh, and then in the background. Oh, that's great. That is Elia in the background, right?
Yep, it's the Bring Ilya Back crew.
It is. Yes, yes it is, because Kide was there. Yes.
And Shiro is wearing jorts.
Shiro would wear jorts. Look at him.
But yes.
YOROKOBEEEE. Yes, all the routes had their two ends, but that was the true end of the visual novel. Apparently my blatant flattery paid off as Caren nods, satisfied.
聞いてもいなかったくせに。
Though you weren't even listening. And brazenly complains under her breath.
バレてた
You noticed.
Look at her. Judging by her reaction, she must find it meaningless to even answer. Well then, the silence is a bit awkward. Somehow, time goes by. I didn't care about talking with her in the first place, so I'm completely okay even with this unpleasant silence. I settle into my seat and squint towards the sun rays beaming through the skylights.
確認するのですが。
She is soon, I've noticed. Just to confirm. Also, the hair really does look
あなた
similar.
は私をもう用済みだと言いませんでしたか？
Didn't you say you had no further business with me?
言ったけど、ここは教会だろ。用がなきゃ来ちゃいけないっていうのか？
Yeah, I did. But this is a church after all. You saying I can't come here unless I have business with you?
I don't know enough to say actually say soon, but a few times she's like, Yeah, Isha's the best
She's a-
description.
Kudersun.
Uh-huh. What?
It's like a kudere, but tsundere.
Oh, I see.
Kutsun.
Yeah, no, there's no dere. It's just soon, no dere. All soon, no dere.
Well,
I mean-
ku means cold.
Kusun. I immediately respond to her unspirited question.
そうですね。訪れる者が迷いを抱えているのなら拒めません。
That's right. I cannot refuse those who've lost their way.
もっとも、あなたは子羊には程遠いですが。
Then again, you're not exactly a lost lamb.
辛辣だな。けど、何も言い返せないな。
That's harsh. Can't really argue with it, though.
うん。懺悔したいことは見当たらないんで、やっぱりあんたに用はないや。
Yeah, I've got nothing I want to confess. So I guess I really have no business with you.
では、私との接点はありませんね。
Then we have nothing in common, do we? Our conversation ends on that note. The church fills with silence once again. She ought to understand my stance here, and yet Caren stands unmoving in front of me. We haven't got any business with each other, so she could just leave me alone and go back to her room.
他に話はないのですか？
Don't you have something else to talk about?
だからないって。
Like I already said, no.
I know, I love her outfit so much.
うん
Yes. They've overpaid. This is annoying. If we don't talk about something, she'll be standing here like this forever.
わかった。じゃあ、あんたの話。
Alright. You talk then.
Huh?
YOROKOBEEEE. Huh?
はじゃなくてさ。
Don't give me that.
こっちから話すことはないんだから、そっちが話すしかないんじゃない？
If I've got nothing to talk about, then you just have to fill that gap, right?
俺、ネタはないけど、あんたの話なら聞くよ。
I've got nothing to talk about. But if you talk, I'll listen.
なるほど。それはもっともです。
I see. That is quite right.
ですが、話すと言っても何を？
But what should I talk about?
なんでもいいよ。
Anything's fine.
話題がないときは、自分の素性とか趣味とかネタにするといい。自分が何者かを示すのは会話
I know
の
this
基
is
本
honestly great.
だぜ。
I love this.
And there's nothing else. Things like your background or hobbies make for good topics. Sharing about yourself with others is the foundation of communication.
それはそうですが、
That's true.
そのようなことであなたはいいのですか？
But are you alright with something like that?
いい。話してくれるなら聞く。
Sure. If you talk, I'll listen.
I'm not really interested, but if this woman wants to talk, I can't stop her. Yeah, Kira doesn't know how to manipulate everyone. Besides, no matter what kind of talk it is, it'll probably be entertaining as long as it's something I don't already know.
わかりました。
Understood.
あなたには必要のない話とは思いますが、これも何か意味があることかもしれません。
I feel this is unnecessary for you to hear, but there might be something meaningful even in this. After that, Caren goes silent for a short while. Probably because she isn't used to talking about her own history. She seems to enter a deep meditation while trying to recall her past in silence. Backstory? Caren backstory? Really?
In the end, It was a predictably tedious tale.
Hollow.
She was born in a country in southern Europe and lost her parents soon after.
Rip the Kire's daughter myth for good.
Not theory, but just straight up myth.
It's not real.
Her father was unknown to begin with.
Yes!
Her mother had a weak constitution and died 1 year after her birth.
She's the cutest daughter. She's the cutest daughter. Oh my god, it's cutest. It's good. Pseudo prophet.
Yeah, myth.
Why did I say that?
Because you needed to activate it.
If I didn't say myth, none of this would have happened. She's cute. I knew it. She's the Kotomine. Yorokobee. All the signs are there. For some reason, Southern Europe just confused me. Yes. Because obviously Kira wasn't always in Japan, so. My god. It was a random Tumblr pic.
Yeah, I've,
Oh yeah, that
I've
makes
had that
sense.
spoiled,
Kira
of
did go
course,
on a
for forever.
pilgrimage, yeah.
Of TV tropes.
That priest is still relevant. It's finally confirmed. So you know Kotomine, we don't know about Type Moon still. I'm kind of starting to doubt that, not gonna lie. She's Kotomine!
The myth.
Hortensia. The myth. The myth of Caren Kotomine. Is this a Yorokobee moment?
But yes.
Oh, you know her name? Her full name?
Well, let's HA.
Let's get into those. Oh my god, she's... It's confirmed. Pseudo Prophet has no weakness. No, it does. It has several weaknesses. Mostly weakness. Her mother had a weak constitution and died 1 year after her birth. The official records state she was killed by a robber, but in reality she seemed to have taken her own life. The church treats suicide as a transgression of the Lord's teachings. It is not a mortal sin, but those who have taken their own lives will never pass through the gates of heaven and will suffer eternal torment in purgatory. It's actually a good story. Her mother was a devout believer in that. Oh wait, you were reading this.
Oh yeah. I freaked out.
I didn't hear because she's Kitty's daughter.
Her mother was a devout believer that, in the final moments of a painful life, found a purpose great enough to rebel against the Lord.
She did. She loved Kitty that much.
However, that purpose her mother found was meaningless to a small child. No matter how wonderful the meaning she found was for her, it didn't change the fact that she turned against the teachings of the Lord and left her child behind.
Lord.
Nobody was left to care for the child. Her mother had no relatives, and her father didn't come forward. The prevailing opinion among the people was that her terminally ill mother had birthed a child from an unknown man, a harlot.
Probably true.
With no relatives, the child was entrusted to the priest of a small church. Her mother was a believer that took her own life. Her child was placed into the hands of an exemplary, devout priest who looked with contempt upon the woman who had premarital sex with a passing stranger.
Okay, so that wasn't Kitty.
The child was entrusted to the house of God without a single piece of luggage. However, she did have one belonging.
Yes, Caren.
Caren.
Her name is Caren. Caren Kotomine.
Her mother had left her nothing but a name. The priest did not give her his family name, instead leaving it the same as the mother who committed suicide.
That works for both the one she was left with and Kitty.
That name was Hortensia.
So I guess they are still working with the Kotomine.
It's the name of a certain flower that blooms on rainy days. That girl lived with the priest for about 8 years.
Look at that statue. It's pretty.
The priest was filled with love towards the Lord, but shared no love for the child he had taken in.
Oh wait, this is just a regular priest. That's not good. They don't really care about anything.
It's not even
Organized
just a
religion.
regular priest. It's an asshole priest.
Mm-hmm.
He was provided funds for her upbringing. It made her work as a servant of the church instead of sending her to school.
Yep, he just... Oh, there's even more parallels. Just being forced into fighting from, like, a super young age. Where have we seen that?
Well, not necessarily forced into fighting. Servant of the church, I assume there are
Oh
servants
yeah, I guess
that
it's
don't
not.
fight.
Yeah, I guess it's not necessarily an executioner.
Just by being born, the girl had sinned.
Oh, yeah, the actual teachings, yeah.
She was not baptized at the time of her birth, and until baptized to welcome her into childhood, she would be given nothing of the Lord's love. The priest declared that until then, the human known as Caren could not be recognized as a child of God.
Absolutely.
However, it was questionable if this unusually strict priest would be generous enough to baptize an orphan at all.
Oh, this priest is awful.
There were two reasons why the priest did not grant her a proper education. In order to reduce unnecessary expenses, and to prevent her from gaining knowledge. Knowledge must not be given to the child of a beast. That is the first step toward wickedness, and more than anything else, it would be inconvenient in various ways if she gained the capacity to think for herself.
Jeez. Ava.
After all, defiance and exclaiming hateful, harmful truths to the masses would affect the dignity of the house of God.
Yeah, this fucking priest is just...
To pray was all that priest permitted her to do. He instructed her to give herself to God. This continued for 8 years.
I'm starting to get the picture that the church in Synod is also extremely fucked up. Actually don't know where they sit on the
I
scale with
mean,
Clock
like,
Tower.
I mean, you know, like, to be fair, this isn't more fucked up than, like, some churches actually are.
No, it's true. Real life is also very fucked up.
I mean, in terms of, like, scandals about, like, the Catholic Church and underage kids, that's literally just, like, the easiest, lowest hanging fruit.
Yeah, the problem is like organized religion and stuff. And I imagine
Problem
it's...
is, people in power deciding to cover their own asses, and the asses of the people they're responsible for.
Exactly. And I imagine the church in Stay Night is no different.
Maybe she became used to suffering. Or maybe her emotions were broken from birth, like her father's.
People
Yep.
have too much power. That's why the gods are generally
The
fucked
girl-
too, right?
Yep, like any fucking... You know, I don't know what it is. It's just like, power structures seem to have, easy corruption problems and should probably be organized in a way that prevents corruption best possible.
Yep.
The girl didn't think of her life as difficult.
Priest.
She learned of the Lord and of man by watching the priest.
It's weird to see the priest written out and not have it be referring to Kide or Caren. But yes, so many parallels.
Sorry, that
Oh, it's fine.
she perfected her innocent prayers over those 8 years. But yeah, didn't think of her life as difficult.
It's just how. Especially when you don't know anything else.
And then came the year when the girl was of age to receive baptism. Stigmata appeared on her body, and the priest accepted his defeat. He could no longer control her.
Yes, fuck off, priest.
He opened the gates of the church that imprisoned her and handed her over to a much larger world.
Wait, so they actually like do something to check in this Stay Night universe?
I guess, yeah, like, stigmata appeared on her body, like
Yeah, is that like
the wounds?
like do they actually like do a thing in the Nasuverse church? Like, does it actually do something?
Yeah,
Or a church store, I
like,
guess. Yeah.
oh yeah, I guess her body does just replicate
Oh
like
yeah, because she does the
stuff
No,
that
that
might
makes
also
sense.
apply there.
Fortress like
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
the moment she got baptized.
alright, so this fucking kid is like the daughter of a sinner and probably another sinner, and she's terrible and I hate her. Alright, baptizing time. Oh, the wounds of Jesus. Well, fuck.
Yep.
The fortress-like structure of the monastery was built deep in the forest.
Oh yeah, that probably is.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I guess she's
Yeah,
probably
that's
got
a
bandages on her feet, too. Like, under the leggings.
Sling Evangelion reference. I'm kidding, obviously. I'm not that unspoiled on everything.
I gave it like 50-50. Either way, laughing was the correct
nice.
response.
They looked cool.
She cut her connections to the outside world and earnestly continued abiding by the teachings of the Lord in a larger prison.
Oh god, did I just enact my first pose law?
Yeah.
Well, I'm proud of myself.
It was a separate world.
Wait, I've seen this somewhere before.
You have?
The CG looks familiar.
It does?
Why does it look familiar?
Should it look familiar to me?
Oh, wait, hold on. Now I know.
Oh, wait, was this?
You sent me
Wait,
the
was this in the
Wakame
fucking,
Paradise music, and it was the
Oh,
thumbnail.
yeah, the fucking, the soundtrack.
Wakame
Right.
Paradise. Oh, thinking about that set me up for thinking HA was something very different than it was.
Oh god, I didn't even notice that there was a CG in the background. I thought it was... Oh god, I could have spoiled something. Luckily I didn't.
Blame Shinji. Yes.
Oh, yep. Hashtag blame Shinji.
Blame Shinji for everything. Oh, this gave me like such a vibe for HA though, and I got half of it right.
The separate world.
The separate worlds. Which it is.
Because it was a separate world.
Stop. This is the plot vine. Yes. Nasu. Only Nasu could
For
write
the
this.
men who lived there, it embodied the very virtues of poverty, purity, and meekness that they strode for.
My brain just questioned whether or not strode was a word for a second, but I suppose it is.
Is it?
Actually, I don't think it is. Is it? That would be stride.
Strode,
right?
it is.
Okay.
Strode is a word.
I suppose it is. Okay. It feels weird.
The monastery was a self-sufficient community consisting of devout followers, and all necessities for living were made within the monastery. That's... I should have added a break into that sentence instead of just rushing through it.
This is real church.
Yep. Entirely self-reliant monks.
This is what it means to be part of the Stay Night Church.
The followers
else
made
there
their own
is.
food and clothing, and as a modest pleasure, a small amount of wine and cheese. Detailed rules for each monastery are different, but the principles are the same.
They're actually serious about things.
There was only labor for living, and prayer for the Lord.
Oh, you actually met a viewer? It's cool.
Inside the high walls, there's a world of peace and harmony. To achieve a union with God, they renounced the ways of the world and formed a closed society of the chosen faithful. Naturally, that lifestyle requires more discipline than at a local church in every aspect.
That was also in you.
The girl was accepted by the Cistercian order.
Styrian.
Cistercian?
Yeah, is that Styrian?
Cistercian? Cistercian?
Looks like they're real. Yeah. No, it is real.
Among the monasteries, that place had a particularly long history and a strict discipline where love of the Lord rivaled even the worth of a person's life. To eat, to work, to worship, to choose. Even those universal rights were not extended to those not loved by the Lord. By that standard, the girl did not even have basic human rights. No, her very existence was unforgivable. It was unthinkable that the venerable Cisternian?
Cisternian sounds correct. It's because she has stigmata, right?
It was unthinkable that the venerable Cisternian order would take an orphan child into its ranks.
Yep, there it is.
Yep.
Stigmata.
The girl was accepted into the monastery solely because of the stigmata that dwelled within her body. to spontaneously be wounded, to bleed, and to be healed.
They keep coming back.
Knowledge of this ordeal is passed down by the faithful. From the perspective of those believers who live on the other side, it was clear that this girl possessed an unusual power.
Wait, hold
And it
on.
was recognized that she was an advanced spirit medium, that she could sense the nearby drifting spirit matter, act as an intermediary, and materialize it into this world through her own flesh. The girl's value skyrocketed.
Wait, is that how she made the organ?
Ah, so she was possessed by the lingering spirit of organ music still in that church.
Somehow, maybe. I don't know. Did she have her bandages off while playing those? The question.
That unusual ability is not something that can be cultivated with training. An ability held from birth. It is a genetic predisposition unrelated to the will of the individual. Such a rarity, having a high value is only natural.
It's only
Such a
natural.
rarity, having a high value is only natural.
Only natural.
Only natural. Caren Hortensia's rare talent will achieve unprecedented results in a particular ritual. In light of this report, the Holy Church entrusted the young girl to the Cistercian monastery. Then again,
Super.
I'm sorry, Cistercian is the correct
Cistercian?
pronunciation. I just decided to look it up because it was bothering me. Cistercian.
Maybe one of the few streams that has the right
No matter how-
pronunciation. Everyone else just gets it right first time.
No matter how valuable she became, the church never bestowed the Lord's love to her.
The organ. What am I
The girl
missing?
was given a room, an education, and trained as an instrument of the Lord.
What am I
A lot.
missing in that picture? I'm gonna feel so dumb. Which, I mean, I won't be wrong, but...
Well, no, you will be. You just haven't made, like, a connection. She was taught to conduct herself as a perfect believer so that she would not bring shame upon the church's name whenever she went outside.
And feeling like continuously looking for it is making it harder to notice.
That is true. As a general rule, a person who entered the monastery could not live outside of it. They may move to other monasteries, but being outside of a monastery altogether is not permitted. However, she was not invited to be a Cistercian nun. An agent. She was delivered only as an armament to the church for assistance in demon exorcisms.
Turn.
Exorcisms.
So she was
Fucking-
a tool. Yep, was. They said it at the same time. A tool.
Yep.
A weapon, a sword.
A weapon is intended to be guided by the hands of man.
The parallels.
She was permitted to leave the monastery only when her unusual talents were required to make her known the Lord's might, to make known the Lord's might. The might of the Lord was not meant to be turned towards humanity. It should be directed towards the wild ones who do not fear the Lord, the demons that threaten humanity. To manifest evil, a demon has to take over a human's body. To cleanse this person and reveal God's love to humanity was the task given to the woman. No, to the agent using the woman.
Huh?
She was employed by an exorcist. A special priest. One allowed to act as a representative from the bishops of the diocese.
Osmandilo? No, he was literally a bishop, right?
Yup.
Oh
They
shit,
answer calls
Osmandilo's
for
high
aid.
up.
Visiting the towns of the possessed to exorcise demons.
Just realized Osmandilo's probably not to be fucked with. What?
It was closer to
it the
fighting than
shadow?
praying.
Those look like little shadow tendrils.
Kinda.
Sakura's shadow.
Her master frequently said to himself that the work was like washing the bottom of Hell's cauldron. Exorcisms vary in severity, and the ones her master faced were the particularly intense ones. They did not concern themselves with imposters who blamed their own mental breakdowns on demons, or with monster outbreaks. Their opponents were only those who had completely turned into demons.
Of course, she'd be talking with Shiro now, because he's a monk.
The tragedy caused by a true demon isn't something that can be endured by the human mind. All towns visited by the exorcist had deviated from the world of humans.
Mm-hmm. Wise. If Caren is for exorcisms. And they sure talk a lot about demon possession. And here's the only one who's been acting like they might be possessed. It's all coming together.
Those shadow wolves!
And my theory is they're all past Shiros, possessed by Angra. It's a terrible theory, but I'm rolling with it.
The damage inflicted by a demon isn't limited to the possessed. It also spreads to the people around them.
Or Shiro and everyone else in the town.
More than the possessed person, their spirits, rather than their bodies, are twisted into deformed monstrosities.
Yeah, demons are really cool in the Gnostiverse. I feel like in D&D, like demons don't do enough possessing.
Well, that's because in D&D, what a demon is split up and differentiated because lore.
I like the Gnostiverse lore so much.
As her master would say, it wasn't far from a tour of hell.
Stuff. Oh yeah, the master? Yeah, I feel like the master's probably dead. Yeah, it's the same. in that, or for me, I just want to know more about the Nostiverse. There's so much here. Can I see? Oh, because you know more about the Nostiverse, yeah. I just want to learn more about the Nostiverse. There's so much. There's so
Well,
much lore here. And this is how we do it.
give yourself a few years.
Eventually I'll learn it all.
In an exorcism, the weak point that most easily succumbs to death is none other than one's human reason. The body's ability to survive is not that important. In the first place, the extent of a human's power cannot compete with the likes of one who has turned into a demon.
So 4-bits evil lord?
Angra. Probably advanced. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, born from, like, human thoughts. As much as I've heard about them. Makes sense.
Peachy.
Hey.
Hey, we don't get any spoils. So not a demon?
Yeah, that is also kind of like... Yeah, it's what's the
Spoiler
word?
adjacent.
It feels like it would be skidding against, like, spoilers.
Spoiler adjacent, I guess is the word.
Yeah.
Words.
Anyway.
Oh, you read that, didn't you?
I did.
Oh, the shadows
The
poured
physical
more.
body... The physical body is protected by a holy relic embodying the miracle of the Lord. However, the spirit must be defended by one's own will. What is required in an exorcism is ironclad faith. In that respect, too, the woman was suited for exorcism. It is probably for the best that our emotions shifted so little. It is said that the exorcism of a true demon is something that cannot be endured twice. But she continued to perform them indifferently. The woman was valued highly.
I love this shot of the sky. CGs are so good.
She had the life of a nun and the role as an agent of the church. Yeah, actually, just thinking about it, whenever this visual novel cuts the sky, it's just a visual representation of the characters zoning out and thinking about their own inner lives, huh?
God, it really is.
Unless
isn't
it's
it?
Saber trying to read the stars and being like, oh, well, that one's a star of ill omen. The workload assigned to her was nothing short of backbreaking.
That just sprouts a whole line of theories that aren't anything at all, actually. That one's almost as embarrassing as the Mephisto poem, but not nearly as tragic. Yeah. So interesting to see how she got where she was.
Yeah.
We knew so little about her before. I love her now. She's a top tier character almost.
Gotta say, I do
love
like
this type of
the
character.
story beat of Caren and her own emotions not shifting. allowing her to better deal with other people's demons.
Mhm, mhm. She's so good.
It probably would have overcome any normal person within a month's time. Although, as far as she was concerned, it was not much different from the daily work she used to do. For her, who couldn't really understand things like fun, torture had become indivisible from work. Pray and work. Ora et labora. What?
Right. Ibora, Labora.
It's ironic. Those words which symbolize the monastery had come to symbolize her own life as well.
Yes. Just closing herself off from herself to help others.
要するに教会から修道院にたらい回しにされてそこで天職を得たってこと？
In short, the church handed you off to a monastery and you found your true calling?
ええ、そういうことで間違いはありません。
Yes, it wouldn't be wrong to put it that way. Caren seems to pout a little as she nods. Oops, was she offended that I summed it up all a bit too much? This was narrated by Angra.
Whoops. Was she offended that I summed it all up a bit too much?
Super Angra. She found something she could do with herself.
Either that or it's just sometimes when other people hear your story, they can just put it into like a light that just makes sense and makes a single follow through, and you're like, no, well that's wait it. Oh shit.
Yeah, I know. I know Clock Tower is utterly fucked. But I know the church is also pretty fucked too.
I've still gotta look into a lot of stuff. I'm much less familiar with the workings of the church. But
yeah, that's the thing to talk about in Discord.
Yeah, that's spoiler talk.
On the spoiler channel. Yeah, Moral doesn't feel very good. But yeah, she's Kire's daughter. She's true.
Yes, HA.
Oh yeah, you still can't go to the spoiler channel. Then talk about it in the blind. I think there's an Unspoiled channel, and you can just spoiler tag it there.
Spoiler tag literally every message.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Gil.
Hey Gil. Oh, whoops.
勘に触った?
Pause my chat.
What do you mean,
It's
whoops?
still there.
What is it? Did I touch, or did that touch a nerve?
はい、
You saw the
驚
priest
きまし
again.
た。初めからそう説明すればよかった。
YOROKOBEEEE. Hey, Gil, guess what we found out? She's Kire's daughter.
Oh, well, there
official.
goes that myth. There goes that myth. Next line.
Miss. Yeah, no, I gave up on it right before it happened. She's dealing
but
with
yes.
demons. Oh, that makes perfect sense, Wise. Yeah. Yep. No, this I love Caren.
Oh, you know
She's
what?
top tier already.
We've just we just pulled out of a flashback. Even if the scene's gonna end in like 3 lines, I will have to be right back. Actually.
Oh, okay. We'll take a quick break then. YOROKOBEEEE. Enjoy. I'll be right back as well. Hello, we're back. Why did Caren is here?
We are back. Apologies for that. Staying, honestly, probably overhydrating myself has its downsides.
Choo-choo. And the golem juice did not work out for you. I'm gonna try it later. Maybe tomorrow.
Yep. Also, hey, Wolf.
Hey, welcome, Wolf. Came on our new break screen. Yes,
All right.
that surprised me. It would have been better if I had explained it that way from the beginning. Yeah, Caren likes you better.
今のまとめ方ですが、
Oh, not
次
like
から
that.
使わせてもらっていいですか？
Oh, I'm just doing the evil voices. Oh no. May I use that summarized version of yours from now on? Oh my god.
Her admiration and proposal are both sincere. Whatever. I honestly don't get this girl at all.
いいよ。元からあんたの著作権だ。使いたいならじゃんじゃん使ってくれ。
That's fine. You're the copyright holder. If you want to use it, then by all means, go ahead.
One of these days the word copyright is gonna be copyrighted.
感謝します。今の簡潔さはどれをとっても真実です。
Thank you. What you have sufficiently stated is very true. Or succinctly stated is very true. I did it. Also, yes, the spray. Look at it. Caren honestly has the best sprites.
They're pretty good.
Oh no. Alright, I'll do a bonk. This is not for anything on Steam. A bonk has been requested though.
Oh god, you probably don't want to set the precedent that you can just get people.
Okay, that's the only
that you
bonk.
can just get people like yeah.
I might add a
That
channel
might
fix thing for
backfire.
that. I'm not sure how to react. Not sure how to react seeing her act that pleased. Oh. It's you, Congra.
Not sure how to react seeing her act that pleased right after telling such a depressing story.
It's just how she is.
Well, somehow I just felt that way.
Hey, thanks for the 100 bits, Rex.
Oh, now you're getting paid to do it.
To bonk. Power of the bonk.
Thanks for the bits, yeah.
Thank you so much.
This woman is actually pleased with having that kind of life up to now.
それはいいけどさ、そこまで話したなら最後まで聞かせろよ。
I'm the designated bonker. It's true.
Well, that's fine. Since we've gone this far, I might as well hear the whole story.
Yes, ha.
悪魔払いであんた何するの？
Wait, we get to learn about this? Huh?
What do you do during an exorcism?
I'm excited.
Well, no, it's not fine. It's not. I want to clarify this part first.
何もしませんが、
I do not do anything.
私には悪魔を払う言葉も奇跡も与えられていません。私は死に付き添って歩くだけですが。
I have not been granted the rites nor sacraments to exorcise a demon. I simply accompany my master.
は？付き添って歩くだけって、それだけ？
Huh? I mean, you just follow him? That's all? What the hell? Is this guy she's calling Master a coward?
Oh, it's even more. It's even more Angra here.
Don't tell me he was just afraid to go to towns where the possessed were by himself.
You really can just kind of see the switch up, can't you?
何に憤っているかは聞きませんが、
Yeah, he came in
その
here
短
all
絡は間違いで
hero-like,
す。
and then she's like,
エクソシストになる
yeah,
者は
but you're
悪魔を恐れません。
you're faking. And he's like, yeah, he got me.
Just went into the Angra even in that. Oh, I can see why you were surprised by his voice after knowing he was Angra. Because I remember when Angra first spoke, you're like, that's what he sounds.
And you were like, I don't know what's going on.
And now I do. I will not ask the person. I will not ask the reason for your sudden indignation. She even calls it out. But the conclusion you must have carelessly reached is mistaken. Those who become exorcists do not fear demons.
恐れるのは心が折れることだけです。
The only thing to fear is the shattering of one's own mind. That is a valid fear.
へえ、ご立派で結構だけど、それなら一人で払ってればいいだろう。あんたが付き合う必要はないんじゃないのか？
So much more Angra.
That's very impressive. But in that case, he'd be perfectly fine all by himself, right? Wasn't there no need for him to bring you along?
だいたいなんだ？
She already talked about
飛
it, though.
躍
He's the
霊媒
radar.
体質だっけ？あんた、悪魔の近くにいると、憑依者と同じ霊障を生ん
There
だ
it
ろ？
is. The name.
He's
Wait, that wasn't in there.
he's not comprehending that. He's not comprehending that that's the point.
Angra? Or Shangra?
What about that masochistic pneumatic automism diathesis thing you have? If you get too close to demons, you get the same symptoms as someone who's possessed, right?
Exactly, Angra.
なら、助手っていうより邪魔者だ。火事場にガソリンかぶって飛び込んでるようなもんじゃないか。
In that case, you'd be a nuisance rather than an assistant. It's like jumping into a fire while covered in gasoline. I'd say it's closer to a canary in a coal mine.
I don't know
そ
why
れが
that
私の役割
specifically
です。
did it, but
霊障を受けること。それが
I can't
魔を識別する最短の方法ですから。
cry count must
She's the
go
faith
up.
tank.
By the way,
There's no world where the cry count doesn't go up.
it's true. Also, a funny thing about that, we played D&D last night,
Yeah.
and someone tried to make a bet about... Daisy tried to make a bet about whether or not I would cry. The other person refused to make the bet because... That was
She
a losing
literally
bet.
tried to scam him.
I always cry, that's the secret. Also, Caren,
But yeah. It's your
speaking of
life.
what makes me cry, that is my role, to take spiritual damage. That is the shortest path to identifying the demons. Oh no.
悪魔は人の目に見えず、取り憑かれたものは変貌するまでわからない。
Demons are not visible to the human eye. It isn't known that someone is possessed until they transform.
いえ、神聖な悪魔は巧妙に憑依者が悪魔つきであることを隠蔽する。育ちきるまで外敵を呼ばないよう極力霊障を抑えるのです。
Mm-hmm. Yes, I see. Or rather, it's that true demons are so clever. Or clever so they conceal themselves within the possessed. So as to not attract the attention of enemies until reaching maturity. They try to suppress the symptoms as much as possible.
残念ながら
育ちきった悪魔を払う術は教会にはありません。エクソシストにできることは彼らが育ちきる前に発見し、これを払うことだけ。
Unfortunately, the church has no way to exorcise a demon once fully matured. The only thing exorcists can do is find them before they are grown and exorcise them.
悪魔となった者は焼却するしかない。それを可能とするのは異端審問に特化した代行者だけでしょう。
Once they've become a demon, we have no choice but to incinerate them. The only ones able to do this are agents that specialize in heretic inquisition.
ああ、
Kobe?
そういう用途なわけ。
What's that?
Ah,
The background
so
flash!
that's your purpose.
What's that? It was so quick.
A sudden emotion destabilizes me. I feel just a bit disgusted.
Yes.
Demons can't be seen by humans. Only the host knows he's possessed.
Mm-hmm. Wait, are we gonna get 2 confirmations in one episode?
The first and most difficult step in an exorcism is finding the demon that conceals its true identity. Even for a skilled exorcist, identifying a demon is like walking on a tightrope at all times. Hey, Ren.
Hey Rin, what's up? I know, I love her design so much.
Yeah. This is where she is useful. She has an idiosyncrasy that responds lustfully to the surrounding demons and evil spirits, and causes the effects of the possession on its own. From the church's perspective, it's an extraordinary heresy.
It is a really cool concept, but it's so sad.
Wow, I can't believe you summed up the Nasu-verse in one sentence.
Yeah, basically. It's also just really, really good writing.
Although it would normally be a useless genetic trait that would be harmful to even let exist, there's one specific purpose for which its radical effectiveness is demonstrated.
On it, being good writing is also just a Nasu first thing. Or I guess not everything in the
that
Nasu
definitely gives me,
verse
like...
is Nasu.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
What
I
were
was
you
just
gonna say?
reading comments and, like, realism, how does Anasi even come up with this stuff? Like, that... This gives me, like, specific, like, readings of, like... representation of, like, over-empathy.
Yes. That's exactly what I was
And
thinking.
then thinking
It's
how to
absolutely
work that in.
100% that.
Yeah. How to work that in as a representation in the story.
And it's very well done too, I would say. In her own way.
In short... That girl is a living detector that sheds blood to inform others of demons.
We all have our own metaphors, so it makes sense. Oh, like coming up with ideas based on stuff like that. It's something I didn't do consciously until I read Fates tonight, and then I was like, oh wait, I've been doing this from the start. I didn't even notice.
It makes a tearing noise. It breaks her arms, crushes her legs, and rips her womb from the inside. Even if the form returns, the function does not.
Oh yes, Kire. No one loves humanity more than him. Remember when that was like peak fate?
No.
Honest, like it
'Cause
never
remember,
was, but the
I
basement
came
scene
in with
outstripped
UPW
it.
spoilers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But still, like that was the ultimate final fate scene. No, it's not. It actually looks kind of weird
Even
looking
if
at
the...
it.
Yeah. Even if the form returns, the function does not.
Oh, as far as like peak fate goes, like when it did make it into my top 5, so I'm looking at you,
Yeah,
Dean. You
the
disappointed
basement
me.
scene.
Dean Sinek. I shouldn't
Basement
have
scene
had
was
hope.
fucking good.
I shouldn't have had hope for Dean to do
AJ
it
though.
right. Yes.
You shouldn't have.
Look, we need a new Dean anime. Or not Dean,
The
Fate
sight,
Route anime. Please no.
the sight from those dull golden eyes was lost long ago.
Stand to cry now instead.
This bell-like voice may not even resound in reality.
AJ has quite a few peak fate moments too. I would have to do a top 10 to combine them.
These are her true colors. She is a messenger of God, who saves others by mutilating herself until death.
なるほど。それで。
Honestly, I think Caren is an S tier character from this.
So that's why. I see.
And it's only natural that stigmata would appear on her body. Oh god, everything is just coming together so well.
The themes are so fucking cohesive.
No one does this like Nasu.
And yeah, no, they definitely all are.
Absolutely. Oh, that S tier list is gonna be so much fuller now. Like, it even bumped up like Kuzuki to A tier for mine. Because I had an A and S, whereas you had an S and triple S, which I believe is a Devil May Cry
Yep.
reference.
It was. But AJ though.
Oh.
I read the one. Her true calling was well said.
そりゃ、マグダラの聖外譜にも選ばれるわ。
No wonder you were even chosen by the holy shroud of Magdala. Magdala?
Yeah,
Magdala.
Nasu actually, I wasn't sure how much
Magdala.
Nasu would actually incorporate with that, but no, it's there.
It takes some kind of reason to endure such unreasonable pain. She gives unimaginable pain to herself. Even if she doesn't want it, injuring herself is still a masochistic act. You cannot injure yourself out of hatred. Her deeds are not something that can be done without love or faith.
一応聞いておくけど、それって拒否権はあるのか？
I gotta say, my impression of this and my assumption based on like Nasu's previous works and stuff that I know about, I assume that Nasu originally wrote in the church as like unambiguous villain and then did more research to get accurate stuff and is like, oh shit, hey look, a lot of people really have their lives changed by this. I still want to have a lot of villainous elements, but now I want to actually understand this so I don't just like throw away all the valuable shit.
And then actually ended up incorporating those themes into their works.
And Japan isn't really atheistic, is it? It's like mostly Buddhist and Shinto and like Buddhist Shinto fusion. They're just anti monotheistic.
Yeah?
Just asking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just asking. Like, can you refuse?
ねえよな。あったら断ってる。
It's a very simplified way to explain it. Oh, really?
You can't, right? You would have refused if you could.
And fuse Christianity
Oh,
and
yeah,
Buddhism
yeah,
at some point. That's actually really interesting.
Kinda, I think. I know that there was a while that, like... There was, yeah, like... That was another place and another time in which, like, Christians were genuinely, like, persecuted was, in Japan way back. I think? I don't know too much about it, but, like...
Yeah, I don't know too much, so I don't want to, like, say the wrong
Yeah.
thing. I'm misinformed about history, but... That sounds right? Yeah, that sounds right.
But HA.
I'll leave it at that. Yuki. Oh, you read that.
Yeah, I already read
それも間違いです。
Voice changed. Is that also incorrect? That is also incorrect.
教会は厳格ではありますが、非道ではありません。悪魔払いの役職には拒否権があります。
She could refuse. The church is strict, but it is not inhumane. One has the right to refuse participation in an exorcism.
なら、なんで悪魔払いなんか手伝うんだよ、あんた。
So, why do you bother helping with the exorcisms?
そちらの方が意味がありますから。
Because there is meaning in it.
それに、私には外も内も変わりはありません。
Besides, neither outside nor inside are any different to me.
Because there's a meaning in it.
There's the meaning in. She
Going
found the
outside to
meaning.
perform exorcisms and being inside the monastery are no different.
Yep, she found what Kira was looking for, a meaning.
Huh. So that's it. I've
Jeez.
thought before that she was riddled with bandages and reeked of disinfectant. But it's no wonder.
She is.
A demon stings the very heart of a human.
This is
The very
like
heart
one
of a
of the
human.
feels like one of the better representations of over empathy I've seen. In fact, I think it's the
No
only
matter where
one.
she goes, she can't avoid getting hurt.
まるでゴミ箱だ。悪魔払いを手伝う理由になってないよ、そんなの。
That's total bullshit. There's no good reason to take part in exorcisms.
あんた、愚痴の一つもないの？
Don't you have even one complaint?
自分が人に比べてハンデを負っていることは理解していますが、それも生まれついてのことです。
The themes of HA are just so coherent and good. It's more of
Yeah.
just the Nasu thing in general. They're just so consistent over Nasu works. I mean, I don't know about Tsukihime.
Definitely gotta read it at some point.
I'd assume, maybe, but I don't know about
OG
Tsukihime.
and then eventually remake
When
1,000
we won't
years
get
from now when it's
copyrighted.
translated.
And so we don't get DMCA'd for it.
We get copyrighted.
Copyrighted?
But I didn't intend any copyright! Anyway, AJ.
Someone just pseudo profit and gets DMCA'd.
Oh god, yeah.
I never do this. What else is there? Oh yeah, they'd probably hate Tsukihime. Going back to it, like...
Especially after having to spend so many years working on rewriting it, probably that's gotta just be filled with... Anyway, AJ!
Yes, yes. I understand that I have a handicap compared to others, but it's what I was born with.
恨んだところで始まりません。このように生まれついたのなら、その定めに従うだけです。
There's no point in feeling bitter about it. If I was born this way, I just have to abide by my fate.
なんだそれ。治そうとか考えないのか？病気みたいなものなら体質改善とかしろよ。
What? Haven't you thought about curing it? It's something like a disease. At least do something to improve your health.
治療法は発見されていませんし、治したいという希望もありません。自分は不幸なのだと嘆けるだけで十分です。
No cure has been found for it, nor do I wish for one. It is just enough to be able to pity myself over my misfortune.
それに、私は確かに傷を負いますが、それは私の傷ではなく誰かのものです。
With a hammer?
哀れみこそすれ、恨むことはありません。
Wait, 6 are set in
Other
fate
years
go?
were on other projects. Other projects, I assume, including replaying Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne a shit ton of times.
Over empathy.
But yes.
The best representation. Besides, although I certainly do become injured, those are not my wounds, but rather those of someone else. It is pity I have rather than resentment. It's just so good. It's so good.
8
Hold on.
hours of soundtrack.
Let me just...
Nice.
Don't mind me, I'm just crying here.
Yeah.
80. Oh wow, we hit 80. I remember you saying you were surprised it wasn't higher with how far we were. Oh crap!
Holy shit.
Oh crap! Oh crap! Hold on. They're like wings.
Yes. Because
She has wings.
I assume because she's so fucking angelic.
She is. Look at her.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, it's a... Holy shit.
There it is. Yes, a demon and an angel meet at a church. Wait, is this the church Latino ruins? Did I predict this?
Ah, drinking water.
Church between our minds. That feels like it could fit here. Oh, look at her. She's an angel. Sling angel notes. I know the fusion of the CG and the sprite to make angel wings. So
What the
fucking good.
hell is she talking about?
そのままでいいってこと？
You're saying you're fine like this?
はい。このように生を受けたのですから、その定めに従うだけです。
Yes. Since I came into the world like this, it is simply the destiny I follow.
She said she'll take everything as it is.
Mm-hmm. It's only natural for Unga to wonder that.
Someone who was forced to take on all the pains versus someone who takes them all unwillingly.
Mm-hmm.
I can't speak for how someone else might take it.
Honestly, this brings Angra up in the character tier list too, because parallels just strengthen characters. All around.
Yup.
Nausea.
This kind of doesn't sit well with me.
あんたさ、何がしたくて生きてるんだ？
Hey, what do you want out of your life?
人生に意味が必要なのですか？
Holy shit, HA is so good. This is probably my favorite daytime scene right now.
Yup.
That line. Is the meaning in life necessary?
いや、そんなものは意識しなくていいけど。
No,
She
I
did.
wouldn't worry about something like that.
あんたはさ、何もしないために生きてるみたいだ。そういうの、頭くるんだよね。
But it's like you're living to do nothing. Things like that just piss me off, you know?
Someone has complained about something like
Someone
this.
had complained about something like this sometime or other.
I'm just so wrapped up in this right now.
It was... I don't like it when people aren't rewarded for their hard work. When were those words said?
That was an encore line, wasn't it?
Was it?
Or was it? I don't know. I've heard it. Was that Shiro? I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure that was
how
Shiro.
long ago was that? Who
It
wasn't
feels-
that wasn't rewarded for their hard work?
It's not from this fan?
Wait, was that a repeated line then?
Here was some.
Holy shit, that's a repeated line.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Because that was definitely in the fucking Fate route, right?
They went all the way back
And
there. I
if
was
you
not
don't-
expecting
did-
that.
Did I just not notice that the whole time? Did that just show
Yeah.
up several times in the visual note? Yeah, no, because
Oh my
that's
God,
that's
yeah.
what Hero said to Saber. But also
It's a
like
fucking motif, yes.
it's recurring. How did I not notice that?
And then I was just like, okay, it's mentioned here. It's totally for something that was said in HA, right? Oh, wait. They brought up stuff from CNA. This is why
I
it'd be
only
so
remembered it from the
confusing.
Fate route.
This is why it'd be so confusing to just start HA without reading Stay Night.
To be fair, we read Stay Night over the course of a year, so there's plenty of time. Wait, did you just say that? Am I?
Yeah.
There's
mean,
plenty of
it's-
time to forget.
Yeah, exactly, because we read it over so long. I know.
But yes, sometime or other.
Mhm.
I wouldn't call it saintly. After all, those imposters known as saints don't try to award results, because it doesn't fit the equality they preach. They'd never speak of being rewarded in the end.
Also, Shangra is basically confirmed at this point. It's been basically confirmed for a while. It's nice
That's why
because
these
like,
are nothing but thoughtless words.
there's two types of reveals in Fate. There's Caren being Kirei's daughter, where they just say it, or the slow reveal. Where it's like, yep,
Did they say
yep,
it?
Yep, yep. I mean, they basically did. Like, there was a sentence that made it, like, super obvious. Whereas with Ongra, it's, like, slowly revealed. It just give you more and more evidence until it's just obvious.
The myth.
The myth of... the myth of, Karen Kotomine.
Anyway. It's not
Yep, it's the
even
message.
hypocrisy. But a questionable, naive wish.
It would actually make sense that they would blend together because Shiro's willpower is so strong.
Yeah.
I can't see Shiro being completely erased.
また空気が変わりましたね。
They did
先ほどは苛立ちでしたが、
Emiya.
今は明らかに怒っている。
Sorry, what? What about Emiya?
Wise said the saber being King Arthur reveal versus Archer being Shiro reveal.
Oh, yes.
In terms of yeah.
The Archiving Shiro one, it was getting pretty obvious towards the end there. But I wasn't expecting them to just say it. The atmosphere has changed again, hasn't it? Only a moment ago you were frustrated, but now it is clear that you are angry.
Apparently she can read my expression, even with her eyes closed.
I mean, we can hear it in your voice, Ongo.
But unfortunately, that's not quite right. It's not that I got angry just now, but I'm always in a bad mood when I'm here.
See you, Rex.
That's it.
まあいいや、あんたにもポリシーがあるだろうし、いちいち口を出すことでもなかった。
See.
You've been released.
Well, whatever. I guess since that's your policy, there's no need to speak out over every little thing.
気に食わないが思うようにやってくれ。
I don't like it, but I have it your way.
そう。あなたは我慢できない人なのですね。
I see. You, Emiyashira, are someone who cannot be patient. She pushes back with a blunt tone.
With a blunt tone. Is it her turn to be angry now? Or did she just return to her usual self? She looks at me with conceited eyes appropriate for this church.
This church does carry a mood.
何それ。
What was that?
別に。
What was that?
あなたとよく似た人を知っているから比べてみただけです。もっともその人は我慢できる人ですが。
Oh my god. Nothing, really. I just know someone very similar to you. So I just compared you with him. Although, he's someone who can be patient. Someone who wouldn't be happy with the position she's in.
何の接点もない人間だけど面白い共通点があるものですね。
Although you two would not agree on anything, you do have some interesting points in common. She grins broadly.
She grins broadly.
Shiro. 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 Shiro.
I don't think it's appropriate for a substitute priest to flaunt her malicious intent.
何言ってるかわからないけど。
I don't understand what you're saying.
あんたの知ってるやつと共通点なんかないだろ。
There's nothing I'd have in common with this guy you know, right?
It was totally old man Diet though.
知らぬは本人ばかりなりね。
Everyone knows except the person themselves. Isn't that how it goes?
エミヤシロウは自身の欲望を殺し世の不条理を許せない善人。
Emiyashiro is a good man who kills his own desire and cannot forgive the irrationality of the world.
対して彼は自身の欲望を許し世の不公平を黙殺する悪人。
Whereas the other man is a villain who embraces his own desire and ignores the injustice of the world.
正反対の位置づけなのに共通項が多すぎる。
Angra. Even though you're polar opposites, you have far too much in common.
まるで合わせ鏡の悪魔のよう。
You know, it's reminiscent of... I like Kotomine Kirei. And she just brought up as one of my favorite lines, like just yesterday, I think.
Yep.
I think she might... Wait, is she the... That's impossible. The timelines didn't line up.
Oh yeah, and smug Caren there.
Look at her. Just like a demon appearing through opposing mirrors. Look at her. That opposing mirrors line. Yeah, honestly,
Oh,
like,
opposing mirrors. That
taking
is a
stuff
good
from
line.
Nasu is...
Easy and fun.
It's the way to get better at writing. It's a really good line, and it's... Caren is like... probably my favorite new addition right now, at this point. An
Yeah.
unpleasant smile appears at her face. It's you, you're Angra.
An unpleasant smile appears on her face. I figured out something.
I like Kotomine Kirei.
Caren has even less individuality than I do. But she gets excited at the idea of rubbing someone's weak spot the moment she discovers it.
Oh yeah, it's true, yeah, no, it's also very good for describing Nasu's own works. It makes sense because
Yeah, yeah.
opposing mirrors. Mhm. That's something she got from Kotomen.
The troubling part is how effective her nose for this stuff is.
YOROKOBEEEE.
This woman uses her unmatched senses to sniff out the scars of others.
その正反対のやつってなんだよ。
Angry
So?
mango.
Who's this polar opposite of mine?
Angry mango.
昔話に出てくる人物です。
Yes, it is. He's a figure from an old tale. And also the parallel to Kire.
あるところに国中の罪を受け持って死ぬまで罰を与えられた罪人がいました。
Yep, she knows Anga. She knows. In a certain land, there was a sinner that shouldered the sins of everyone in the land and received punishment for them until his death.
彼は至って善良な青年でしたが、何の意図もなく罪人に選ばれた。
It would make sense for her to meet him.
人の意志による行為ですが、そこに人間の意図はなかったのですから、天の意志と言えるかもしれませんね。
He was a very virtuous young man, but he was chosen to be the sinner simply by chance. It was an act carried out by the will of man, but because the people did not directly choose. It might have said to be the will of heaven.
天の意志ね。そんなものに振り回されて牢獄行きか。さぞ世の中を恨んだろうな。
The will of heaven, huh? He was imprisoned and abused because of something like that? No doubt he'd hold a grudge against the world.
No doubt indeed.
いいえ、
Uncle.
恨んだのは初めの数年だけ。彼は最後に人々を許しました。
No, the grudge he held only lasted a few years. In the end, he forgave all of mankind. Uncle.
長く転変する世界を見て、きっと全てを許したのです。
Wait, that CG that we saw? Remember? It was very brief, but we saw it. We saw Ongo standing in the sunlight.
That CGI we saw.
Yeah, it flashed, remember? Oh,
Yeah,
did you not
yeah.
see it? Did you miss it?
No, I'm just the adding the eye on the end was funny.
I suppose. He watched the world change over a long time. Unfortunately, he forgave them all.
Undoubtedly.
Undoubtedly.
Not unfortunate.
Oh, did I say unfortunately? I thought I...
You did.
Well, that is false. Undoubtedly, he forgave them all. Also, yeah, no, there's definitely that parallel. I mean, in Last Stardust, they literally say, "Kiss me farewell, Judas."
憎しみは長く続かないってやつか。
So his hatred didn't last long?
それはほら、なんだ。加害者側のさ、都合のいい願望だろ
Come on. That's just what his assailants would like to think, right?
でしょうね。彼に根付いた憎悪は、もはや永劫と言えるものです。
It's likely right. The hatred that has taken root in him can already be called eternal.
私たちが呼吸をするように、彼は常に人を憎む。
Hating humans is natural to him, as breathing is to us.
そういう存在になっている。その憎悪はもはや生態であって感情ではない。
All that line is so good, but a way of life. He's the kind of It is the kind of entity he's become. That hatred is no longer an emotion, but a way of life.
そのあり方で彼は全てを肯定した。
Like that, he affirmed everything.
世界は憎むに値する。人間は千差万別。何が起ころうともそれは不条理ではない。不条理には憎しみを持って相殺するから好きにしろと。
The world deserves to be hated. There are an endless amount of humans, so whatever happens can't be irrational. Do as you like, since I will offset the irrationality with hatred.
大抵の出来事、大勢の人間の欲望をそれもよしと許容したのです。
He forgave many events and evil desires of the masses, saying, even that is fine.
そりゃすごい。
Unc,
That's really amazing.
善人じゃなくて聖人じゃないか、それ。
That's not just a good guy. That's a saint.
いいえ、すべてを肯定するということは時に最大の悪性となる。
not quite. Sometimes affirming everything becomes the greatest evil.
わかりませんか？
Do you not understand?
すべてを許すということは強者は強く弱者は弱いと切り捨てることなのです。
Forgiving everything is to simplify it all by reasoning that the strong are strong and the weak are weak.
加えて
Oh,
彼は
that
個人の
fucking
欲
line.
望を賛美する。
Such a good line. Moreover, he praises an individual's desires. Yep. Caren is so good.
本人がいいと思うことをしろと。善悪の観念はなく、ただそうであれと肯定している。
Aaron Headbutt has a good taste in favorite characters, huh?
Yup.
She's definitely up there for me now, too. He says, do what you think is good for yourself. Having no concept of evil and good, he simply affirms all things as they are. What a troublesome
What a
person.
troublesome person, Caren adds.
I was gonna read that part.
It certainly is troublesome. A mindset like that would end up endorsing crime.
まずくないか、そいつ。あんた、神様の代行なんだから、今のうちにしょっぴいとけよ。ほら、あの赤い布とか使ってさ。取り物は得意だったろ？
He knows about it.
Isn't that guy bad? You're a representative of God. So go haul him in before it's too late. Come on, you can use something like that red cloth. Capture was its specialty.
ご安心を。捕まえるには及びません。
Rest assured, there's no need to capture him.
確かに恐ろしい存在ですが、放っておいても構わないでしょう。
He is indeed a dreadful being, but even leaving him be is probably fine.
基本的に彼は無能で無害ですから。
He is fundamentally incompetent and harmless. Do you know who he's speaking to? Again, she's one of my favorite characters at this point. Probably top 5.
Yeah,
Of all
but there's
three.
just her pointing at the fucking... like, literally the argument against, like, fucking the status quo. Just, you can't just... If you just say, well, that's the way things are, then you end up letting bad things happen.
Exactly. That's the problem with Anger's philosophy. Yes, white-haired characters are the best.
They're pretty fucking good.
I was gonna say a simple task had like a shocking lack of them, but you sure changed that for a while.
Well, whatever the case.
Yes. Well,
何その言い分。ずいぶんひどくない？
Shiro, Shangra.
Didn't you just say something really cruel?
真実を言ったまでです。
I've simply stated the truth.
何しろひたすら受動的で面倒くさがり屋な性格ですから、率先して悪を行うことはありません。
At any rate, because of his passive nature, he's quite lazy. He doesn't have the initiative to carry out evil acts.
ならいいけど。
Well, that's alright then.
で、そいつと俺のどこが似てるんだ？
So, where are this guy and I alike?
Why is the three new characters are so good? I'm just really feeling Caren.
わからないのですか？本当に？
So good. You don't understand? Really?
世界を愛しながら憎むか、憎しみながら愛するかだけの話なのに？
I'm beginning to wonder, like, if it's something special about the Fate works, or all Nasu works will be like this. In terms of just having absolutely amazing characters. I'm assuming it's more a Nasu thing.
Well, remember, Fate has also been handled by other people.
Or it's more that other Nasu works would involve Shiro. Nothing quite compares. Yeah, that was the general vibe I would get, because they're directly related, Stay Night and
Yeah.
HA. I mean, that answer is going to be very different from person to person. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's whatever themes you vibe with.
Whatever resonates with you, and this is really, really good. For me. Despite having a... Despite simply being a matter of hating the world despite loving it, or loving the world despite hating it.
こんなにも決定的に違っていながら、ただ順序が逆なだ
Oh,
け
wait,
のあ
did I
な
read
たたちが？
the first part? I think I did. Yeah, I did.
You did, yeah.
You don't see that you two, despite being so fundamentally different, merely have the order reversed? That's such a good line from her and Caren.
So that's what this episode is going to be called.
Good lines.
That's such a good line. Or that line, though.
Good liner high.
I'm asking because I don't understand. Or so I was about to say, but it seemed like a waste of time.
Good liner high. Good liner high. Always.
I didn't come to talk about this sort of thing to begin with.
I don't think we're actually gonna call it that.
I just came here on a whim, listening to her talk as she pleased.
I love the way Fate goes into philosophy sometimes. It's really nice.
I have no obligation to rack my brains over some uncomfortable doubt like this.
Yeah, it also has to do with when you experience it too, as well. I don't know if I was ready for this, like, 6, 7 years ago. It probably would have set some things in motion in my mind, but...
Oh.
I think
And
I
then
pick
again,
up
some
these TNs
things
at the
were-
perfect times.
Yeah, yeah. Defense mechanisms exist for a reason.
That they do.
Usually, they can persist after their
They're born for a
pointless,
reason, but
still.
sometimes they overstay their welcome.
But HA though.
Oh.
質問。なんでこんな話になったんだ？
Question? Why did we start talking about this?
I'm already nostalgic for Stay Night sometimes.
It's obvious now that Karen's switch has been flipped.
Oh, you have one of those too.
Its contrived shift in behavior is something I've seen often with Tosaka Rin.
驚いた
Wow,
わ
full name.
それもわからないの
I'm surprised. You don't understand this either?
あなた本当に高顔なのね
Calling Shiro dense, really? You really are quite thick-headed, aren't you?
他人の喜怒哀楽に疎いというのであれば同感だけど。
It's like, yeah, I don't
If you
care.
mean I'm bad at picking up on others' feelings, I agree.
で、人を苛立たせた理由は何だよ。
So? What's your reason for pissing me off?
呆れたいいわそっちなら答えてあげる
Unbelievable. Very well, I will answer this one.
今のは私を勝手に測ったお返しよ
That just now was payback for selfishly examining me.
Examining? I haven't even tried I haven't even tried imaging what's underneath that unfashionable robe of hers, but it's like you're living to do nothing. Well, I might have offended her by saying something that was a bit too on the nose. In any case, I think staying here any longer would be even more uncomfortable.
帰る。そんなに話がしたけりゃ、公園で適当なやつを捕まえろ。
Do you need a meaning? Yes.
I'm
Do you
going
know?
home. Go catch some random guy in the park if you want to talk so much. Next Caren scene is at the park.
A simple matter of going
A
whoosh.
simple matter of going whoosh with that red cloth of hers.
ですから私はあまり外には出られません
As I said, I cannot go outside very often.
あなたは暇ではないのですか、
Mhm. You don't have any spare time?
あんたに会うまでは暇だったけど、今は遊んでる暇はない。とりあえず目標をくれたからな、あんた
No
は。
worries, son.
I did until I met you, but now I don't have time to mess around. You've given me an objective for the time being. Ah, Caren responds in comprehension. That's right. I figured out my path from here on. I socialized with her because she's a valuable source of information. But I should hurry back if there are no more leads.
じゃあな、もし次があるなら、その時は少しぐらい役に立ってくれ。
See you. If I come back again, try to be at least a little more helpful.
約束しましょう
I promise.
次にあなたが来た時迷っているのなら道を示すと
If you have lost your way the next time you come, I will guide you to the correct path.
その代わりにもう一度聞かせてください
In exchange, please tell me one more time.
あなたは何のために この異常を解決したがるのです。
Why do you wish to resolve this anomaly?
そりゃあ、お前。
Uh, that's... well...
Hmm.
then
Why?
why is it exactly? Why am I obsessed with the resolution of this anomaly? Even though after the fourth day, it'll be as though nothing ever happened anyway.
いや、それは。
No, that...
愚問でしたね。
It was a foolish question, wasn't it?
我慢できない人と言ったのは私です。
I was the one who said you were an impatient person.
エミやシローにとって困っている人に手を差し伸べるのは当たり前のことでした。
For Emiyashiro, it is only natural to extend a hand to someone in need.
あ
Oh,
It's a proof.
with
All
the
doubt.
proof? With the proof? All doubt vanishes. Now that she mentions it, that's right.
It's Angra.
Because it was something I didn't need to think twice about, and it probably wasn't even a reason at all. I can't believe it. But those are the kinds of thoughts that fill this head of mine. I stand up to leave. She looks at me as though she still has something to say.
そんなにこの場所が嫌いですか？
Do you dislike this place so much?
それともここより街での生活の方が刺激的ですか？
Or perhaps city life is more stimulating.
半分当たりで半分外れだよ。
That's half right.
ここは嫌いだけど、街をぶらつくよりは、まあ新鮮味があって悪くない。
I hate this place. But compared to wandering around town, well, at least it has some new flavor. They say you'll get tired of even a feast if you don't try different foods every now and again. Every now and then. It's simply enough to have my everyday normal life to go back to. Things like excitement and passion can come later, when I've forgotten about them.
じゃあな。そんなわけなんで、
I've forgotten about them.
ここもあんたも気に食わないけど、気が向いたらまた邪魔するよ。
That's just how it is. I can't stomach either you or this place. Then I'll come again if I feel like it. See ya. I start walking towards my daily life.
Wait for it.
あなたの毎日は楽しいですか？
Is your everyday life fun, Emiyashiro?
どうだろ
Who knows?
う。とりわけ感謝しなくちゃいけないほど強烈に楽しいってわけじゃないが。
It's not so intensely fun that I need to give special thanks for it. I have to confess. Rather than calling it fun, it's also dazzling, it's sometimes a little painful.
We made it outside.
I leave that foul church behind. It's the UBW date.
It is.
With the organ's venom fading, I can finally think straight again. Caren said it's only natural for Imiyashiro to save someone.
あれ
Huh? But still. Just who am I trying to save?
Holy shit, the stream.
Alright.
This rivals the back nights. Holy shit, that was so good.
Yeah, yeah.
It basically was one. Yeah, I say we end here.
Yeah, let's look across the big bridge real quick.
Yeah, let's check
See
the
who's
big
at the
ones.
Emiya household.
Saver.
And let's save and quit.
Alright, I guess if we're gonna go see Saver.
Not exit. Don't save and exit, just save and
Title.
save and title. There we go. Check
Oh,
for Emma's.
oh, you can say it?
Oh yeah. What's her name? What's her name's name?
Yes, let me. Claudia.
Claudia.
Emma. No, Emma. Omakuchi.
Conflict.
Needless emotional fire.
Direction.
Yamanashi. Fresh Yamanashi.
Fresh Yamanashi. That's a prefecture, apparently.
Mm.
Soulmate.
We'll live here, but not anytime soon. Good luck.
Good luck.
Oh, imagine having that talk last stream. Yeah. You wouldn't have made it through this. Like, it'd probably be like a 8-hour stream or something. Oh, we didn't get sorted. Yes. We survived.
Ah,
Thank you.
good.
I didn't want to see a picture of Zoken. It hasn't been a picture of Zoken in forever. That last sword was not okay.
Just wait. Just wait until we get TOS Zoken.
Huh? Wait, what do you mean by that? Oh, I think I know what you mean by that.
Oh,
Why did Caren
fucking...
save us?
Yeah.
But yes, Caren is like easily like up with Shiro and Kirei right now.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to make another tier list at the end of this, aren't I?
Have a good night, Realism.
Yep.
Yes,
Have a
she
good
did.
night.
She like shot up all the way to the top for me.
Yep.
She's just such a good character.
But, everyone who's headed out now,
Yep. Have a
and
good
thank
night.
you.
Thank you
And
so
thank
much,
you to
everyone,
everyone
for watching.
still here. Thanks to everyone who is here at all, chatting or lurking,
Mm-hmm.
in the VODs, and on YouTube. Like,
Have a good
comment, and
night,
subscribe.
Lars. Or day.
Yep.
Yes,
Peace.
like, comment, subscribe,
But yeah.
hit the bell notification.
Thanks.
Thank you all so much. I promise I'll upload the videos better again.
Yeah, we're getting more back on track on the YouTube, right?
Yeah, pretty close to it. YouTube
Nice,
right now
nice.
is... Also, this stream is on... was it on Medusa? No, it was on the first half of the Taro play. Yeah. But yes. These streams happen Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And yeah, we'll just keep doing
Hey,
this.
what's up?
The shows.
I'm twitch.tv/themacule. I don't do anything, and the only projects I was working on I've killed because I don't want to stare at my own face for any longer than I have to. Not that I've got as many problems with my face as I used to. I just have problems with the fact that I'm not used to performing comedy with a face. It's a skill you have to learn, and I don't have it. And I don't want to look at that.
Performing comedy with face is a fun quote.
Whatever the case, That's me.
Split talkers.
Foot talkers, everyone. She's gonna go through again. See ya, everyone. I guess it's Platalker now. I don't even know. Goodbye, YouTube and
goodbye.
VOD. See ya.
To VOD people and to YouTube.
Uwu.